Almost a third of women and 1 billion children annually experience violence in the family. This may include coercive control, physical, emotional, psychological, economic, and sexual abuse. Most, but not all, perpetrators are male, and often the children's father. What happens to these women and children when they try to escape perpetrators? Domestic abuse often increases after separation, and many women and children are not believed when they report. Abusive fathers use courtrooms to continue control and coercion, further punishing mothers by taking their children. A well-known legal strategy called parental alienation is used by violent fathers in family courts to deny abuse.
My children had accused their father of sexual abuse, and he came back with parental alienation after a number of years of not mentioning it. I've been told if I make further allegations or report further allegations, then basically my ex has got a fast track back to court for immediate change of residence. So they threatened me and gagged the girls effectively.
Parental alienation syndrome is a belief system created by Richard Gardner. It's used to claim that a child has rejected a parent, usually the father, without good reason due to brainwashing by the other parent, usually the mother. Gardner has been widely criticised for his statements, including saying, "It is because our society overreacts to it that children suffer. False allegations by mothers are rife." These statements directly contradict the evidence that abuse causes serious harm to children, and false reports of abuse are rare, only 2 to 6.8% globally. When parental alienation advocates dropped the syndrome terminology, there was a catastrophic increase in its use to deny all allegations of abuse. Parental alienation allegations double both the risk of mothers and children not being believed in the family courts and the risk of child removal from protective mothers into the sole care of the perpetrator father. It reverses the victim and offender.
Parental alienation was used to disqualify a complaint of sexual abuse against my daughter. It closed the investigation of sexual abuse and it established a precedent for me to be sued for slanderous defamation. And now I am the defendant.
Global domestic abuse experts and organisations, including the United Nations Special Rapporteur on VAWG and European Association for Psychotherapy, have strongly denounced parental alienation as unfit for purpose, uncredible pseudoscience that places women and children at greater risk of harm, including murder at the hands of the perpetrator father. University of Manchester and Shera Research Group have investigated this in both England and Brazil. Mothers reported being disbelieved by family courts, and contact was ordered even when these perpetrators have previous criminal convictions for child sexual abuse offences.
He was convicted of indecent images of children. There were some babies and toddlers in there, somewhere between 100 and 200. She said that her daddy had touched her. There was a video that he had recorded of me of a sexual act that he had recorded without my consent, and the act wasn't with my consent either, and also of rape. He got supervised access, supervised by his father.
Global research shows that parental alienation is being used to silence, harm, and punish victim survivor children and mothers are losing their children to their abusers. It's unknown how many children remain living with their rapists, abusers, and potential murderers.
I reported my child's rape. Then I was accused of false claiming it. It was really fast. I lost custody in 2 months. I have only found out it was due to parental alienation more than a year later. I couldn't even access the lawsuit. Then a lawyer told me, it is parental alienation.
There remains no credible scientific evidence underpinning parental alienation. We call upon global leaders to join us in putting an end to the use of this harmful pseudoscience. Make it stop. For more information, visit www.shera-research.com.